Hi, my name is Laura Willis, and today I'll be talking to you all about the crossover gorillas. Did you know that in the past 500 years, human activity has forced over 800 plant and animal species into extinction? There are currently 41,415 species on the International Union for the Conservation of Nature's Red List. 16,306 of that number are endangered species threatened with extinction. This number is 188 more than last year. Due mainly to human activity, crossover gorillas are one of 25 most endangered species on the planet. Tom Dillon, WWF's Senior Vice President of Field Programs, warns readers, if we don't get serious about saving these spectacular species, it's quite likely that many won't be around in the years to come. Crossover gorillas live in at least 11 different groups scattered across the lowland, montane forests, and rainforests of Nigeria and Cameroon. The area is estimated to only be about 3,000 square miles. After researching online at worldwildlife.com, the crossover gorilla's habitat loss is a main reason as to why these beautiful creatures are critically endangered. Since their population is already as tiny as it is, and they live in groups that don't interact frequently, if at all, these animals risk inbreeding and the loss of their genetic diversity. Their habitat also suffers from deforestation. More and more trees are being cleared to be used as fuel and/or to make that land available for urbanization or agricultural livestock purposes. The problem that contributes to the fact that the crossover gorillas are critically endangered is that the habitat these mammals live in is now scarce due to human occupation or use for natural resources. Leading me to the second contribution to the endangerment of these peaceful beasts is humans. Human activity by itself has forced over 500 species into extinction. Dirk Byler of the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service says, "We don't really have a good estimate of what the population was before, but it was likely many thousands. But over the last 100 years, as human population has grown in this area, they were hunted down to a small level of 250 to 300 individuals." A more recent incident of bushmeat hunting for financial profit has caused a large decline in the population of the crossover gorillas. Though laws have been passed to prevent hunting, it continues because these laws are rarely enforced. The population of the gorillas is now so small that they are unable to be upheld with any hunting occurring at all. This gorilla subspecies is endangered because they live in a region populated by humans who have taken over their territory by clearing forests for timber and creating fields for agriculture and livestock. Dirk Byler states that just 10 to 15 years ago, the crossover gorilla was actually thought to be either extinct or nearly extinct. With the support of the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service and the Wildlife Conservation Society, we've been able to gain an idea of where the remaining population exists. We've been able to have a better scientific point to help these endangered animals. In the article written by Joe DiCaprio, he tells his audience that 2 new national parks have opened in Cameroon that offer a safe haven for the gorilla. One is the Kwagween Gorilla Sanctuary, which was created with a grant from the service, and the other is the Takamanda National Park, which was converted from a forest preserve. In addition to sanctuaries and safe havens, part of the 5-year plan to save the gorillas is to have local communities act as guardians for the animals. The people of Nigeria and Cameroon need to have compassion and respect for these intelligent animals, especially if they're going to share and coexist in the parts of the gorilla's habitat that they have already stolen. Many of the gorillas' populations still lie outside protected areas and national parks and probably will never be included in these national parks. And so through working with local communities to curtail hunting and to provide alternatives to hunting, in many of these places we think that we can get a handle on hopefully stabilizing the population and even increasing it. In addition to what Byler tells us, DiCaprio's article reads, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services is able to offer its assistance in Africa and elsewhere through the Great Ape Conservation Fund. It was established by Congress in the year 2000, and the fund allows the service to offer conservation grants ranging from $50,000 to $100,000. Providing protection and sanctuaries to the crossover gorillas would guarantee generations to come. The animals on this earth are worth saving, they just need a little bit of help and compassion. It's time for the people on this planet to take care of the animals that were around before all of us. These poor gorillas have been hunted and forced out of their habitat for years on end. Crossover gorillas are critically endangered, and with the help of us humans that have been killing them, I believe that we could help to save them. As the students of Germantown Community College, I encourage you all to help contribute to the saving of these animals' lives. If you visit the Crossover Gorillas website on worldwildlife.com, you can adopt a gorilla to help contribute to saving one of the world's 25 most endangered species from extinction. I encourage the people in my community and all over the world to visit worldwildlife.com and help save not only crossover gorillas, but all animals who are on the IUCN's Red List. Students, encourage the community around you to support movements about anti-poaching and the world's wildlife conservation efforts. We, the people, could change the future for our endangered animals one step at a time. Thank you all for listening, and I will include my works cited in the comments below. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.